As you can see, we are all wearing some type of red, and that's because today isn't just the first day of February, it's also National Wear Red Day! Now, National Wear Red Day is a day to help raise awareness about heart disease, which is the leading cause of death in women. In support of the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women movement, the four of us are also wearing a red dress pin right here. See our pins?
Yes.
Which serves as a symbol of commitment to ending heart disease and stroke in women everywhere. Guys, a woman dies every 80 seconds from heart disease. However, nearly 80% of those cases are preventable through education and small lifestyle changes. For more information on Wear Red Day and how you can give back, head on over to wearredday.org.
Yep.
Love that. It's a great cause. Well, from a great cause to a great celebration. It's the end of the week, people. Are you excited?
Yeah.
I'm excited. We've made it to Friday, but here at The Real, we don't just celebrate Friday. Oh, no. We celebrate what? Friday! And you already know that we can't celebrate Friday without a cocktail, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So today, my ladies right here are sipping on a pineapple cranberry chiller. How does it taste, ladies?
It's delicious.
That is so good.
Well, the good part
really
is,
good.
it's also easy to make.
Okay.
All you have to do is pour some lemon-infused vodka, which we have right here.
Vodka.
Uh-huh. Then you're gonna put in some pineapple juice.
Okay.
Voila, magic. Cranberry juice.
Ooh.
And you're gonna top that off with some mango rum.
Double up,
Yes, you're
babe.
putting all of that in a shaker with some ice. And what are you gonna do?
Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Shake.
Exactly.
Yes.
Shake it up just like that.
Shake it, man.
See how easy that is?
Yeah.
And then,
Oh, it's a pretty color.
I know, and then you're just gonna simply
Beautiful.
pour it. Oh.
Yeah.
Nice
Get it. Go
pour.
high, babe. When they go low, you go high. That's right. Yeah. Ooh, I love the bubbles.
Okay, and then you're gonna garnish it with a slice of pineapple and a cherry just like this. How cute is that? Cheers, ladies.
Cheers. This is really good,
Thank you
I
so
think it's
much
probably
for
one of my
making us
favorites.
Really?
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Cheers, you guys. Happy
Cheers.
Friday.
Cheers.
All right.
Okay.
Now, who's ready for some girl chat? Well, I'm ready.
All right, ladies, first up, many women appreciate when a man offers to pay on a date, but should it matter how he pays? Twitter user @ParisAthena was recently accused of poor shaming her boyfriend, Nick, after she secretly recorded him reenacting to a bill after their date at an expensive restaurant. The video shows Nick looking at the bill and taking a deep breath
That
before
reaction.
putting in 3 different cards. And while many people were outraged by his girlfriend's behavior, Nick says it's no big deal, tweeting that his credit cards took care of the bill and that he knew exactly what he was getting into.
Okay.
So, ladies, do you think this girl's video was all in good fun? Or should Nick just start to run?
I don't care if you
Run.
He could have paid with an EBT card,
Yup.
food stamps, traveler's checks. As long as he paid for the bill, that's all I
Yeah.
care about.
I feel like his
endearing.
intentions
It's
were
cute.
good, and that's
Yeah.
what it's about. We have to start going back to what are people's intentions. Because you could have a man that's a multimillionaire that don't take you nowhere.
Okay.
All right? And then you could have a man that maybe doesn't have as much, but he puts what he does have
Yeah.
all together
Yes.
and makes it happen for you.
Yes.
So that I love. Now, getting back to the girlfriend, that was my question when I read this. I was like, okay, had she done this and like poor shamed him without him knowing? That's super whack. That's when you question someone's loyalty, and you don't do that to somebody that you love and that you care about.
I know, but I look at it differently because when it comes to poor shaming, the only person that can make fun of me and the way I spend is myself. You have no right to talk about how I spend my money.
But he okayed it. He was cool with it.
Right.
He
He
knew
was
she took
fine.
the video.
His reaction even showed what a gentleman he was. But at the end of the day, like, people have different reasons why they split their payments. I have friends who do it because they want to get the miles. Some people, like, they've already exceeded their bill, so they want to make sure that they divvy it up. The fact is, the man cares about his money, and that's a responsibility. America is broke. You want that guy.
No, but I swear to God, this never happened to y'all?
What?
Where y'all, like, put a credit card down and you didn't have enough for that,
Duh.
and then you had to get it.
Yeah.
That happened to me.
Yeah.
And that happened to me,
Sister,
I
had to use
swear.
multiple
And
credit
they ask you
Yes.
to, that you have another
Yes.
card to play the remainder?
Yes,
Yeah.
but the thing is everybody was looking at me like, is this a sister? You have this problem too?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just shows I'm human. You know, sometimes I forget to check my balance. So I thought this was I thought it was endearing. It wouldn't matter to me how he paid. At least he paid. And if she has an issue,
That's what
pay
I
yourself.
said.
Yeah,
That's what I said.
that part.
Plus, those fancy dinners, I mean, Jeannie, there's
my gosh.
it could average, what, $300, $400
Yeah.
for
Drinks
two
can
people.
start at $25 alone
Yeah.
for a cocktail.
Yep. So that's why, he
expensive.
probably, he could divide it up. Like I said, I think she just did it jokingly.
Yeah.
And
Maybe it was an inside joke that they
Yeah.
both had.
Again,
Yeah.
like,
Inside.
have you ever filmed Adam doing something really stupid or ridiculous that's really funny, and then you film it, he doesn't know you're filming it, then you show it to him, and he's like, oh my
oh,
God,
this
that's
is fine.
really funny.
Yeah.
And if you asked him, hey, can I post this? And he's like, oh my God, absolutely,
Yeah.
it's hysterical. My reaction was stupid when it came,
You
and I was
supposed
like,
to ask?
Yes,
yes,
Lonnie.
Lonnie.
See, I don't know.
No.
Season 5, and we're still explaining this.
No, because Adrian, you're okay. Like, if it's really a funny moment between
Yes.
us, I like to share. If I know that everybody's like, cool, like we have
But
a
you
bond
gotta
like that.
ask.
You do. Lonnie
You gotta
put up.
ask?
Yes.
I'm with Lonnie. I don't know when it's cute.
Lonnie,
Like, when
Lonnie put up a drunk text of mine without asking. Do you remember that?
Those are some of my faves.
Do you
though.
remember that?
I just saw, do you remember that?
Do you remember that? Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
Because you were drunk too.
Okay,
I also put up, I'm sorry, I also put up a picture because I know about that. you
Yeah.
know, this-
Yeah. Okay.
That's you, okay? I'm talking about you talking about relationships.
Yeah, no,
When
no,
you
no,
say,
yeah.
I put up a picture because James and I were walking and he lost the car. So
Yeah,
I
I
took
saw
a
that. I
picture
saw that. Yeah.
and he's just standing there looking like, like he can't
looked
find
lost.
the car.
It was funny,
I didn't
though.
ask him. I just put the picture up.
What did he say about that?
He was okay with it, but I'm like, y'all now telling me these new rules. See, these new rules. About you
Yeah.
got
I feel like in
man.
relationships, you have to ask.
I'm with you, Adrian.
Yeah.
I
There's
don't
a
know.
difference with shaming, though. When you're shaming somebody and when you're just having fun, I think that you should know the difference. When you really love somebody, you know the difference between the two.
But this looked like poor shaming to people that didn't know them, and maybe to them, he was like, I paid a lot of money for the dinner. Show them that I was like, oof. Like, maybe he didn't care.
I think it's all in how you look at it,
Yeah.
But I think at the end of the day, maybe you do ask. He was okay with it. I'm glad that they're okay,
Yeah,
so I'm
exactly.
okay. All right.
Boom, that part.
Well, here's something you shouldn't be ashamed of, being pregnant. However, according to a recent USA Today article, many women are. A new study by Bright Horizons found that 21% of women are actually scared to tell their boss that they're expecting. And 78% of working moms surveyed feel they actually have to work harder than their peers in order to get a promotion. The survey also revealed that people see working dads as more devoted to their job and career than working mothers. Ladies, do you think women who reproduce are at a disadvantage in the workplace?
Yes,
I'm
unfortunately,
looking
there
at
is.
you, Tam. only
Because you've
because-
been pregnant on the show. I loved it when you were pregnant.
I have. But I do think that this exists, but I am very grateful for this place because I never felt that. You guys always welcomed my pregnancy, and you didn't treat me differently just because
No,
I was
God, I
pregnant.
didn't want to get sued. You know
Yeah.
how I am.
Yeah.
I'm like, does she need a break? Do you need a break?
You
do the
did.
baby need
Yes.
a break?
You
Baby,
did.
do you need a break? I'm
You
like,
did take care of me all the way up, to the end. But I do have a really good friend who's going through this right now. She's pregnant and she's hiding it from her employers. And I mean, there's a pregnancy discrimination
Right.
act that
Yes.
says that you are not obliged to tell your employer that you are pregnant, and they can't fire you
Right.
once you've stated that
Right.
you're pregnant. But still, she is terrified.
She obviously feels it from somewhere to worry
Yeah.
that she risks her job if they knew, which is
Yeah.
terrible in and of
Yeah,
itself.
that's
Right.
a horrible way
Yeah.
to feel, even though she's protected by the law.
Right.
And unfortunately, even though there's that law, there aren't enough laws to protect and nurture a woman through that process. I mean, even just with breastfeeding rooms, like not every office facility has that.
Whereas you guys gave me one here, and I'm so appreciative
right.
for
yeah,
that.
I had no
Yeah,
choice.
they did.
Yeah.
I
they
didn't,
did.
I didn't have a choice. I had
Oh, yeah, I took your dressing room.
You know what, though? I do want to say I really echo how, I mean, obviously, we have a very diverse staff.
Right.
We have many mothers expecting right now, many mothers who delivered. My producer, Vanessa, at one point, she came into the room and she was briefing us, just talking about the topics so I can kind of jog what I think about them. And at that moment, she put out her pump her breast pump.
Yeah.
She's like, do you mind? I was like, girl, no, can I watch? Yeah. And it was amazing that she started like we're talking notes and she's got the whoosh,
Yep.
Well,
and it was just so cool that they said these are moms, and that led me to thinking being a mother or expecting a child does not take away your intelligence at performing your duties at work. In fact, sometimes I think it heightens the sentence that we need to have in this environment.
Well, as an engineer, when I worked in a corporate 500 company, the employers are getting better with this, okay? And one thing I learned by working around a lot of pregnant women in the corporate arena is that they plan. They know that they're going to have the baby, so they plan. And, you know, when I was working in that type of arena, it brought us closer together. Even when, you know, you were having a riot, it brought us closer together because you planned. So understand that there are laws to protect you. Understand that you should not be ashamed. You are allowed to have a family.
Yep.
This is America. This is what we do, and we work it out.
Yeah.
That's it.
I even felt when I started family planning, I used Tam as an example, and I was like, man, Tam had it set up perfect. You gave birth during the summer, during our hiatus. And so when I started family planning, I thought I had to set it all up. I thought, well, I don't want to miss an entire season of The Real or be home for like, you know, days or months with my baby. And I was like, okay, I want to have a baby. You guys know I did this. I was like, okay, I want to have a baby. If I can get pregnant between this window, then I can give birth. That's not the way it works. And it didn't work out that way. And now, because you guys have made me feel so uncomfortable and you guys constantly encourage me, you guys are always like, girl, let God have his way. Let him do what it's gonna, and it'll happen when it's gonna happen. But I think initially I actually stopped myself from working because I think I was so stressed on the idea of, well, if I give birth May 19th, then I can, you know, like it was so stressful. And I think sometimes that
You were stressing yourself out,
Yeah.
and you stressing yourself out was stressing us out. That's why I was like, stop stressing, because you're going to be here no matter what. You know what I mean? You're not going nowhere. Have your baby.
And that was such a great feeling. And, you know, we even took like time off. We were like, oh man, it didn't work out the way I thought it was. Guess I'll try next year. Isn't that crazy how we as women put so much pressure on ourselves that it didn't work out for the timeline I thought I wanted, so I actually stopped trying? Isn't that crazy?
I want my little Munchkin Jr. to come, so you keep on. Just do it.
Be in the best peaceful state of mind.
Exactly.
Speaking of work, everyone remembers NBC's hit comedy The Office, right?
Yes.
So funny. Well, it turns out that watching it could actually save somebody's life. Check this out, yo. 21-year-old mechanic Cross Scott was test driving a customer's car near Tucson, Arizona, when he drove by a car on the side of the road and noticed a woman slumped over the wheel. Cross quickly pulled over, broke the window, and began performing CPR to the beat of the Bee Gees song, Staying Alive, a technique he remembered from 2009 episode of The Office.
Wow.
Well, Cross was able to keep the woman alive until emergency responders were able to get to the scene. And he's now being credited with saving her life. So, babe, has a TV show ever schooled you on something that you didn't know before?
I remember Schoolhouse Rock when I was like way back in the day. Remember, that's how I learned what a bill was. I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. I remember that.
I remember that too, and it had the little president rolling.
Cool.
Oh my gosh. Well, Tam, I learned something really cool about twins.
You did?
I watched Law & Order SVU. I could sit and watch a marathon for the entire day.
Yeah.
And I learned that actually because you and Tia have the same DNA, she can actually frame you for a crime. Yeah, it's true. And another really cool thing I learned about twins is twins don't have to have the same father. You can have twins and they're from two different baby daddies. Guess where I learned that from?
Where?
The Maury Show. Swear it's true.
That's true.
No, it's really true, I
now
swear.
I have questions.
Yeah.
Like, Dad?
No, y'all are the same. Identical twins have to be the same, but you can be fraternal twins with two different fathers.
Got it.
Born at the same damn time.
Got it. Okay, so I learned, I played a doctor on this show called Strong Medicine, and it was on Lifetime. Yes, I was Dr. Kayla Thornton. I loved playing a doctor. And I learned this word, hyperbilirubinemia.
Whoa.
At the time, I could not say it. I remember the director like looking at me like, girl, we only got you did this 7 times. We got one more take. We're wasting time and we're wasting money. I remember like sweat just dropping down my neck, I was sweating everywhere. And then I finally got the word, and now I can say it. Hyperbilirubinemia, hyperbilirubinemia, hyperbilirubinemia. It basically is a fancy word for jaundice. I was like, why didn't y'all just put jaundice in the script? Why do I have to
Because
say
you sound more
hyperbilirubinemia?
smart
No,
saying it the other way.
I even learned not only from TV shows, but from music. Remember when Prince came out with the song Controversy?
Yeah.
I never knew what controversy was. And then because because when it came out like in the 80s.
Okay.
I was like in my teens,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I was like, controversy? Oh my goodness. And once I learned about it, I was like, this is a controversy. Controversy.
I love it.
Did anybody watch it? Okay, I was Saved by the Bell was one of my favorite shows when I was
Yes.
younger. And I remember when Jessie Spano, right? She started taking caffeine pills so that she could like get her studies in.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she was taking caffeine pills in that one scene where she's in her bedroom and she's like wigging out from the caffeine pills and she's like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Guys, I learned not to do drugs.
Yeah, from
That was major.
That'll do it.
And Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Uncle Phil, when he started crying, that let me know it was okay for men to cry.
Yeah.
I love
That's sweet,
Fresh
Lance.
Prince.